so busy. His autographs aren't going to sign themselves.
I've been far too busy, darling. Far too busy.
This better be important. I'm missing Malia's soccer game.
Why is he talking like that?
He's been doing this since the last episode.
He just thinks we need to give the people what they want.
Well, you're gonna have to stop. We have some serious issues to talk about here, guys.
Well, you listen here, ma'am. I'm the President of the United States, damn it. You better watch who you're talking to. Sorry, Kelsey.
Alright, now your last show was pretty good. But there have been some little mistakes that need fixing for next time. In your first episode, you had whoever was holding the boom mic's arm in the shot.
Well, that was part of it.
Well, why would you use that shot then?
I'm not going to explain comedy to you.
Well, don't let it happen again. Also, in your advisor sketch with DJ and Sarah, it was really, really funny, but it was really poorly made.
How so?
Well, for starters, you saw a light in a lot of the shots. It looks really unprofessional, guys.
So unprofessional.
So is this gonna knock $1 million or $2 off our paychecks, or?
You guys do know you're not getting paid for this.
What? Seriously? Do you know how much I paid for this? How am I supposed to feed my kids? Really, Kelsey?
Well, do you think it'll affect the amount of Aussies we get? Because I already cleared space in my manual and wrote my acceptance speech.
Kels, we really need you down at the studio.
Alright, give me a minute.
Hey, can I get a double espresso, please? Thanks.
Who are you?
We're
Weekend
Weekend
in
in Oz.
Oz.
Weekend in Oz? Never heard of it.
What?
I'll be down in a minute.
Thanks.
No problem.
Nerve of that guy.
Rude.
You guys think you're such big shots now. What happened since our last meeting?
Well, we have a cast now.
Slow your roll. They're featured players.
Sam, you know what I still don't have? My double shot espresso. Hell, buddy.
You don't have to do that. You guys do realize that the only people watching your show are your family, your friends, and townies who confuse their remote with their meth pipe. You guys don't have nearly the exposure that you think you have. And the only way to get that exposure is to really tighten up your show and improve it with the things that I'm telling you guys to do.
You're right, Kelsey. We'll work harder next time.
Here you go, sir.
Thanks. What is this? I said one espresso, not two. What the hell, man? Like, you think this is a joke? Like, sorry, Kelsey.
Welcome to Weekend in Oz, everybody. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. A new video made by students at UCLA has revealed that the university has more national championships than incoming black freshmen, which obviously spells trouble for the school, especially if they want to continue winning national championships. Glee star Matthew Morrison revealed last week that he thinks show creator Ryan Murphy will end the series with a bang when it concludes next year, though for accuracy's sake, I hope a bang means in a hotel room.
Democrats are threatening to back a Republican proposal if Obama does not fix the problems with his health care initiative. Bill Clinton weighed in on the subject, saying that Obama should, quote unquote, honor the vows he made in Congress. And we all know how important vows are to Bill Clinton. Construction on the New World Trade Center in New York City is officially underway. Some experts are calling it the architectural feat of the century, while other experts are calling it a terrorist piñata.
Jessica Black, a mother from Virginia, is taking heat this week after she dressed up her son as a KKK member for Halloween. Black said the costume was a last-minute backup after discovering all Riley Cooper jerseys were sold out. CBS announced last week that Bob Barker will be returning to The Price is Right this December to celebrate his 90th birthday. To commemorate the occasion, contestants will play a special showcase showdown where they guess how many years Bob has left.
After only 6 minutes of bidding, a painting sold on Tuesday for a record-breaking $142 million. Spokeswoman Elizabeth Van Vergen says it was the most potentially life-changing auction since the 1860s. Google is patenting an electronic throat tattoo with a microphone that would connect with smartphones and other devices, teaming up with the Apple iPad to control that doesn't make sense. Ovulation, whatever. It's the last one.
That's all right. An 18-year-old girl in Siberia made headlines last week when she auctioned off her virginity for $27,000. Best 27 grand I've ever spent, said me. A man in Las Vegas has decided to sell one of his testicles for $35,000. The money will be used to fund his lifelong dream of becoming a Lance Armstrong impersonator. And we will hopefully be right back because our guest is not ready.
He's coming.
Was great.
They lifted me up on their shoulders, and
The first week back, people just said thank you. They just said thank you.
A new generation of veterans is coming home. Make a difference for them at welcomebackveterans.org.
Hi, we're Real Big Fish.
And you're watching WTOP 10.
Like the number.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me. Feed the pig.
Welcome back. So the last few years have seen a large increase in interest in EDM and rave culture. Here to fill us in is Rave Magazine editor LSD.
What's going on, guys?
For those of our viewers who don't know, describe a typical rave atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely. When you go to a rave, everyone's super friendly and very touchy, you know? Sometimes strangers will introduce themselves by feeling the pores all over your face. It's an intense experience that you don't want to miss.
That's quite unique. What would you say to convince Oswego students to go to a rave?
Well, all college students are looking to push the limits on their party experiences. Unlike regular parties, this thing is a light show. There are lights and... Oh, there are lights. It's a light show. It's crazy. The music, man. Can you tell your producer to stop yelling so loud, please?
You're not wearing an earpiece.
Oh, well, that's not a good sign.
So what about the music? You're telling us about the music?
You don't listen to the music at these shows. You feel the music, you know? You are the music. You know, when you're at these shows, you're... Oh my God, this desk feels incredible!
Yeah, it does. Now, how do these ravers go about making music without instruments?
Well, I'm going to answer your question with a question. How do you open up your mind to new experiences and viewpoints and drastic lifestyle choices without drugs?
You don't?
Exactly.
Now, you mentioned...
What? Don't speak.
Why are
Don't
you-
speak.
why-
I like the deeper monotony tone of his voice much better than the high-pitched shrill of yours. I'm sorry.
What? Why do the sounds of our voices matter?
Sarah. All right, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but is that unicorn in your head hereditary?
Hey, Al, you wouldn't happen to be on drugs right now, would you?
No, of course not. I'm completely sober. I respect this show, okay? I've watched every episode.
Really? You watch our show?
No, but I like the concept. Besides, I wouldn't waste drugs without the music, man.
You keep mentioning the music. What do you like about it so much?
I don't really have an answer for that.
So basically, you need drugs to enjoy this music.
More or less.
And you don't see that as a problem?
Hell no. When has someone needing drugs to enjoy things ever ended badly?
LSD, everybody. We'll be right back. You all right, buddy?
My pot of gold, your daddy's little girl, till heaven home.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, I'm RJ.
What do you mean it's not coming in time?
And that was DJ. We have a show on WTOP that's going to be premiering on Wednesday, October 2nd at 11:30 called Weekend at Oz. And you should watch it because you will enjoy it.
And don't drop that da-da-da.
And that.
There's a lot of talk out on the street about his mother, your mother, their mother. But in the end, is anyone really even thinking about them?
We are the Tigers from Pet 885. And you are watching WTOP.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Oh. Welcome.
What up, Joe?
What it do, cuz?
Not much. I'm Dan Miller from WNYO. I heard you guys want your own radio show?
That's right.
Affirmative.
Alrighty. What are your names?
Well, I'm D Infinity, aka Doo Doo, and this is my associate, Feces the Moment.
Feces?
The Moment.
Okay, so, Doo-Doo and Feces, do you guys have any past experience? Have you ever done radio before?
Nah, but I listened to the radio before, you know, and I like what I heard. You feel me?
Okay, what about you, Doo-Doo?
I seen the movie Radio with Cuba Lovin' Jr., and I love that. It inspired me, but no, I have never listened to radio.
Alright, well that's fine, guys, because at WNYO, you don't need any prior experience to have your own show. What type of show did you guys want? Like a rap show?
Rap all the way, ho. And we need some of that trap stuff, like whoo, whoo, whoo.
And country, too.
Country.
You guys want to do both country and rap at the same time?
We need, like, it's gonna kind of be like, I got the Justin Bieber, please believe it.
And some Keith Urban, like some of that Days Go By.
Just right after each other.
Immediate.
Actually, like while the song is going. Confuse the hell out of people.
I don't really think that would work, guys.
All right, listen up. In the type of world we live in today, with computer-mediated communication taking over natural human contact, a slight shift in the system would completely change the interface of the type of radio played at such an inconsistent level. It's all about the people. With people on the mind, this innovative idea would jumpstart a movement in innovation.
Gus never really thought about it like that. That's a really solid idea. Do you guys think you could use some extra help?
Yeah, we down.
I dig it.
Awesome.
Welcome back to Weekend in Oz. Here's your next round of hilarity. Yaya Toure, a soccer player from the Ivory Coast, complained last week about racist chants of the word monkey during a recent game in Russia. When reached for comment, fans said they were cheering for a dancing monkey in the stands who was infinitely more exciting than the soccer game. A woman in Georgia was arrested for public drunkenness last week when she tried to wear a cheeseburger as a sandal after a cop stopped her in the middle of having sex in a Waffle House parking lot. Man, talk about rock bottoms to the nearby homeless man.
Stevie Nicks is scheduled to make an appearance on American Horror Story later this season. Fans of the musician say it's fitting she's going to be on a show whose title describes her career progression over the past 15 years. Sarah Palin recently called the Pope too liberal. It just goes to show that we were all wrong about her. Claiming that she could see Russia from her house is apparently not the stupidest thing she could announce to the public.
The same Russian performance artist who sewed his lips together for Pussy Riot and wrapped himself in barbed wire in May nailed his scrotum to the cobblestone in Red Square on Sunday in protest against the police, which begs the question, does he know what a petition is? The Illinois Christian Science Church has come under fire this week after it was pointed out that an aerial view of the building looks like a penis. The architect for the church defended it, calling it an aesthetic choice that will properly prepare children for what they'll see in the rectory.
A Canadian woman accused of stalking Alec Baldwin was ordered to jail earlier today. Looks like Alec Baldwin has one less person to play words with friends with. A recent Gallup survey reveals that most people prefer working for a male boss because women are too passive-aggressive. By the way, RJ, I like your new haircut.
Oh, thank you.
It reminds me of my favorite lesbian aunt.
That's awesome. A man in New Mexico is suing police for abuse after they conducted 3 enemas, a colonoscopy, an x-ray, and cavity searches when the man clenched his butt cheeks while being detained, which seems pretty harsh for a guy who was just trying to hold in a fart. A new Kickstarter video has surfaced that asks for funds to create a typographic book detailing the challenges of dyslexia. I haven't read it yet, but my guess is that B must hard very to dyslexia have.
Environmentalists in Vietnam caught a rare glimpse of what they're calling an Asian unicorn earlier this week. Experts say that it means Disney is officially the second most magical place on Earth. Within the next few days, Netflix will launch an update that makes the site even more visual, executives say. Some expect negative responses from the blind community, but Netflix executives aren't concerned about that because it's not like they'll be able to produce a written statement against the site anyways.
We will not be right back. Keep scrolling. There we go. All right.
With finals less than a month away, well, you know what? Finals are a lot less than a month away. They're a week away. Some students are already starting to worry about them because a week is a while, you know? Here to tell us about this experience is the freshman who's a little overly concerned about finals.
Hi, guys. Hi. I really don't have much time to be here because I really got to study for these finals.
So finals are a week away. Yes. Still. Why are you so worried about them already?
Well, I mean, I had this older brother who went to college, and he told me how rough finals week were, so I figured I'd get a head start.
Don't you think a week is a little too far in advance, though?
A week? I've been studying since orientation.
That's a lot of books right there. What's your major?
Oh, well, you know, I'm undeclared.
I mean this in the best way possible, but you look terrible.
Oh, really? Because I lost 100 pounds since I started studying. I used to be like this big, and now I'm this big.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you been eating?
Well, straight urine, and occasionally coffee and Adderall.
Straight urine? What about the dining halls?
Oh, what's a dining hall? I've been staying in the 3rd floor of the library for the past few months. My parents dropped me off there on the tour, and I've stayed there ever since.
Don't you think they'll worry about you?
Oh, they made it clear they're more concerned about my GPA. They told me if I don't get a 4.0, that they're gonna. Oh, sorry about that.
Don't you think you should take a little break?
A break? No, my mother said you can never, ever.
You can never what?
Never take breaks. Never, ever.
Okay.
Breaks are bad.
Well, don't you spend time with your friends?
Yeah, I got a friend, Darlene, the librarian. She's a sweetheart. She gives me Red Bulls and hides my tent for me during school hours. The tent in the library between the E's and the F's.
You live there. All right. So what about actual friends or roommates even?
Oh, well, the school declared me dead some time ago. I'm really running out of time here, but do you think you could quiz me real fast? Just a couple of these questions.
Sure. So let's get this started off. Just a couple of these flashcards. Let me find the page. Okay. What is the capital of Colorado?
Breadsticks.
Wrong. What mineral is the hardest?
Blankets?
Nope. Wrong again. Let's see here. What past president could not tell a lie?
Bill Clinton.
Yeah, you should probably go study some more. The freshman who's overly concerned about finals, everyone.
We'll
be back after this. After this
Yep.
break.
No matter where you live, life in the ocean depends on you. Do your part to help protect it. Recycle and dispose of your trash properly. To learn what you can do, go to keepoceansclean.org.
Every night before the show, me and the guys, we like to loosen up a little bit.
Blue, 42, hike!
Every now and then, Dan likes to take it a little too far. But hey, the show's all about competition, so we'll take it.
Stupid Dan with stupid football and stupid running.
Get your Smokey on. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Because 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hi, I'm CNN's Rob Marciano, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television station.
Welcome back to Weekend in Oz. Here is Sarah.
With some more news. A video of a dolphin using a dead fish to masturbate made news this morning. The incident sparked both outrage and a large surge of Finding Nemo fan fiction. A man in London appeared in court this week after admitting to shoving a fire hose up his butt. Ironically, the fire department plans on burning the hose as soon as possible.
Authorities in Pennsylvania are expecting a full recovery for a suicidal man who blew up his house last week after watching a TV show about the Hindenburg, though they can't say the same for the neighbor who drowned himself in the tub upon hearing about the Titanic. A man in China sued his wife last week because he was horrified at how ugly their daughter was. He won the case but is still tangled in a nasty suit with his parents over the size of his penis.
Doctors in Mexico are using Viagra to shrink the growth in a young boy's tumor. All this time, we never had any idea that Viagra could actually shrink something. Listen up, men. If you're looking for chastity belts, look no further than chastitybeltsformen.com. And for those of you who appreciate irony, they even sell chastity belts with a wooden finish.
A pianist in Spain is facing 7 years in prison because her neighbor has sued her for psychological damages stemming from her practicing too much. The prosecution's biggest supporter thus far has been Allen Iverson. Sports joke. 2011 Daytona 500 winner Trevor Bayne was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis this week. Doctors anticipate minimal effects on his ability to sit and turn a wheel for 3 hours a week.
A rescue dog in Scotland recently made news for balancing on top of a basketball hoop. Although no one knows where her knack for climbing comes from, we can all argue that she is probably one of Air Bud's favorite bitches. A historic gold mining ghost town in California is for sale on Craigslist. On the haunted scale, we speculate that it's probably somewhere between an abandoned asylum and Fennell Hall.
Firefighters in Manchester, England saved a cat from the top of a viaduct last week after a 2-day-long rescue mission. What a nice story, said a family whose house burned down. They were rescuing the cat. Right. A new study published this week has revealed that only 40% of women orgasm during casual sex. The study was conducted by a man who is trying his best and can't really be blamed because he only takes 3 minutes when he's alone. So cut him some slack, okay?
New Jersey Governor Chris Christie took a victory lap following his re-election last week. Political analysts were surprised, not by the fact that Chris Christie was re-elected, but by the fact that Chris Christie could do an entire lap of anything without going into cardiac arrest. A government drone crashed into Lake Ontario near Port Oswego on Tuesday. Experts blame the incident on extreme wind conditions. I think the biggest unanswered question here is how many drones will have to crash in order for Deb Stanley to cancel classes?
A 2-year-old girl in Georgia was severely burned when gasoline her sister poured on a slide to make it more slippery ignited with static electricity. Local pedophiles on the scene rushed her to the hospital in a desperate attempt to save the hottest child they'd ever seen. Marvel will be launching a new comic strip in January based around Kamala Khan, who will become both Miss Marvel and the first Muslim superhero, and never before has it been more important for a superhero to not show their face. We will be right back after this.
The forest is precious. One careless act caused by people, and its beauty could be gone for a lifetime. Protect our friends in the forest.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
W. TOP.
When life's this hard, graduating can be even harder. But you can help Jose and the students in your community make it through by visiting boostup.org.
Hey, aren't you in that show?
Are you in that show?
I'm on a show Wednesday at 11:30.
Oh, I'm on a show Wednesday at 11:30.
What's it called?
Weekend at Oz.
Should people watch it?
People should watch it.
Do you like this top? So gay.
Really?
Yeah, it's totally gay.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top?
Oh, you are.
Those are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Tonight, guys, but thank you for watching all semester.
You
Good
guys
luck
are
on
the
finals.